I'm here from Review Outdoor Gear on YouTube. I want to do a review of the Jetboil Flash cooking system. It is a perfect cooking system, complete system for one person without a spoon or fork. But for two people, it actually works very well. I've been taking this to every single backpacking trip I've went on so far, and I've been using it for at least two people. Actually, occasionally using it for cooking for 5 people. And it's perfect. It works great. If you actually want to use it as a food container to eat your food out of, then that's basically for 1 or 2 people. So let me kind of show you what comes with it. I also have some other extra stuff that I bought for it that doesn't usually come with the general package. So here right away you have a lid, very flexible, and you can see inside of the container when things are cooking. It has a little hole here, which I'll show you what that's for. This one here is you can put it on here and drink it out of it as a cup, and then it also, you can pour off water if you're making noodles or something like that. You can pour the extra water out of here. So that's that piece. What's really nice about this system is everything stacks right into here. Right now in here I have a fuel container, I have the actual burner, I have the tripod to support the fuel, which opens up like this, and then it has rubber feet here on the bottom, actually glued on, separate rubber feet, and it fits the small fuel container and the big one. It has 2 notches here to fit every single fuel container. I'll show you how that fits in a minute. Then I also have in here, this is extra, this does not come with it. Neither does this. This is a separate thing that you can buy. Some include it as a kit, some don't. This here is, if you want to use a different actual vessel on top of the burner, you can use a different vessel, and I'll show you how that works. Like a bigger pot to put on the burner. Then it has a fuel container in here. This is a small one, the 100-gram fuel container. And I'll kind of explain how long these last. I have 3 different ones here. This is a small, medium, and a large one. And I'll talk about the amount of time that those can last you. Beyond that, I'll show you how this is. This part here stays on here, and then you have to twist it to take it off. You can use this as a cup. It's transparent, made out of nice, tough plastic. When you open that up, down here you see the actual main mechanism of how this thing is designed to absorb as much of the heat as possible from the fire, from the flame of the burner. It has this radiator-like structure here that basically absorbs all the heat from the flame into the metal and transfers it right to your water inside. This thing is super efficient, and I'll boil some water here in a minute just to kind of show you how it works. Then on the outside here it has this polyurethane or something kind of cloth on it that, first of all, it's a thermal protectant so that it holds in the heat. Also, you don't burn your hand when you grab it. It has a handle here. You can hold it as a big mug. And again, if you're using the lid here, you can just use that to drink out of, like a big mug type of thing there. Basically, you can fit into here 4 cups, but you won't be able to boil all the 4 cups because it'll boil over. Preferably, you put in 2 cups to get a perfect boil, and it's kind of designed for 2 cups, but you can put 3 cups and boil 3 if you want. I'll take this off just to kind of show you what it's made out of. It's made out of a really nice anodized aluminum. It's very light. The whole system, without all the extra parts that I showed you, weighs about 14 ounces or 400 grams. So this is 100 grams in here, and it says right there 100 grams or 3.53 ounces. This little container of fuel will last you, about 30 meals. 30 servings. So if you're cooking, and a serving means you would boil a cup of water for a serving of food. So if you're cooking like Mountain House, that'll be for a whole pack of the 2 serving container of Mountain House, it's 2 cups of water. So you could use this for about 15 or so of those. And I actually was counting how many we could boil with this when we were on our backpacking trip, and I used just a small one for a group of 5 guys for 5 days, and that included cooking all the food and cooking all of the tea, getting her hot chocolate in the morning, all that kind of stuff. And we cooked at least 2 meals per person per day. So you can count, that's quite a bit of efficiency there. I'll kind of show you how you can set this up. It goes onto the tripod here, just pops right into there from all these sides like that. And then you can set that down on a rock or any kind of place. is not the best place here. It's not really even, but as long as it's stabilized, you can just set it up like that. Take this off, and then on here you would place your actual burner. So this flips open like this, and this is the regulator to control the flow of the gas or the fuel. It has the auto igniter right there, so you don't need any matches. This has never failed me so far. That screws right onto there, like so. So here, from here on, if you have this system, you can actually just put this on here. There we go. It actually locks in, so you can lift it by this thing. It doesn't fall off. And on here, you know, if you were using some kind of big vessel, you could put it right on top of here and light it up just like that and use it that way. But you know, if usually you'd be using this main vessel that's provided, so that's what I've been using most of the time. And this also locks into here. You go in like that, and then you twist it, and it locks on just like that. Okay. Here's the Java press. I wanted to show you how this works. This goes into here like this, and then you have here this piece, and that just goes on like this, and you screw it into there like that, and then that goes into here perfectly and closes up like that. So if you want to make a loose leaf tea or coffee, you can just brew it right in here, press it down, seals right into there, and you can pour you either drink your coffee right out of here or pour it into a cup or whatever you want to do. Inside of here, really nice, also has a marker inside of here for 2 cups, so it's very easy to fill it to 2 cups. You know, most freeze-dried foods and other recipes require 2 cups of water. So I'm going to do this test with the boiling test here at a house. The temperature in this room is about 67, 68 degrees. So more close to room temperature, and I'll see what the time is with the room temperature to boil, how fast that'll boil here. So we're at 2 minutes and 10 seconds right now. Pink, red, orange. We have a rolling boil on 2 cups of water. We're getting about 3 minutes for 2 cups of water. There you have it. I've used it on like I said, every single trip I went on. I've used it to melt snow and then boil this into water. And of course that takes a lot more fuel and it takes a lot longer. But those situations do arise, and you can use any kind of stove for that. But I've been using this one, and if you're going with 2 people, I'd say it's a really good choice. If you're going by yourself and you're really, really light and minimalist, there's other choices where you can just have a little burner with some fuel. But if you want a nice system where you have the container to eat out of, you have a cup, you have the whole setup, you can put a big pot on it, and all this kind of stuff. This is really nice. It doesn't weigh too much, and it works great. So hopefully you enjoy this review, and hopefully you can learn something, make a good choice about what you need for your trips. And I hope to speak to you soon, and you can watch some of my other videos and reviews on this channel. If you have any questions, just ask, and I will try to answer those. Hope to see you soon, and watch some of my other videos. If it's a cold day like this, you can even use it as a really nice warm glove after you're done cooking the water or boiling the water. It's really nice and warm. Like a nice hand warmer. Man, my hands are getting nice and warm here.